Welcome back to my channel, angels. Warm welcoming to my new angels. Welcome. I hope you got your tea ready. I hope you got coffee ready. I hope you got your water bottle ready because it's about to be an interesting video. First of all, we'll get straight into the video. I would like to address the rumors of baby daddy's health. It's all about this video. As y'all can see in the title, brain cancer or no brain cancer, you be the judge at the end after you hear everything that I had to say. I have to say. First of all, we'll begin of how it started. I had to write everything down just in case I missed something out. I didn't want to miss anything out. But anyways, how it started. It started with my video that I posted about a month ago on the 20th of June. Hold up. Yeah, the 20th of June, and that was on a Saturday. Video of a story time, fighting over baby daddy, fighting with baby daddy's girlfriend. Yeah, basically fighting over a man. But anyways, I posted that video, but I didn't know the impact that will, cause towards, the what's the name, towards the victims or the people that caused all of this. But anyways, it went crazy that something else happened after that, but that's another different story because it linked to all of this, but we're here to talk about the main thing. But anyways, after I posted that video, another story came through on a Sunday, the following day. Apparently baby daddy's got a brain cancer, and for me to find out, I find out through zigzag. I didn't find out straight from him, but I found it out somewhere else because I don't have him on Snapchat. So he put it on his Snapchat, to address people, and then people will start calling me out of nowhere and telling me, have you heard, I said, I don't really know what's going on, and then they told me. And to make it worse, the cousins are calling me and attacking me and say that I should stop talking about him because of the situation that he's going through. So instead of them addressing me in a nice way, I'm being attacked. And mind you, I don't know exactly what's happening, So after that, I had to defend myself. I went off at them, but it just didn't go well. It made the situation worse and worse and worse. But anyways, what really happened is apparently he said he had surgery on the 7th. That's after that, after that week has 2 weeks ahead afterwards. 2 weeks or 3 weeks. The 20th and then the 7th of July. Yeah, he said he had the surgery on the 7th of July. That's on a Tuesday. So as we're waiting for that time to come, the situation keeps getting worse and worse. He had the kid's iPad. He bought the kid's iPad a while ago, since May, Mother's Day. Yeah, because he had to take my second daughter's iPad to go fix it, but he ended up buying 3 of them, which did not come until until July. No, not July, until June. Yeah, and he said he was gonna come. I spoke to him about this whole situation, but when someone tells you something that's really harsh, like something that big, brain cancer, it will fall deep in your heart, and you will know exactly this person is suffering from that. You will have sympathy. But this one was just like one of his lies, because he's been lying for years. So we're just there, provide us with information, provide us with documents so we can believe it's actually true. But there was no document whatsoever. But anyways, we let it be. And as the surgery day approaches, I am getting attacked like I created this whole thing, but anyways, what really happened is that week, I don't really know what's going on. That week I was moving out. I set everything out and I was moving out, ready to go. I'm moving my house, but he started calling me. The night before that I went out, but he was calling me, you know, after the hours of the kids have gone to sleep. You know, I don't like picking up calls after that. And then the next day, I didn't have time to call him back because I was moving things. I was supposed to move on that Saturday, but I went out. But anyways, I started moving things on Sunday and I was fully busy, you know. I didn't return his calls and all of that. And he took that to the heart. He took that to the heart and went and posted on Snapchat. I'll put that post on the screen so you guys can see. He put that on Snapchat. People are taking screenshots. They're sending it to me, you know, pick up the phone. He's trying to call you. And I was like, okay, this is serious. So I called him. I saw the post and I called him. I said, what's going on? I was like, I want to speak to my daughter. And that time was around 9 or 10 o'clock. They normally go to sleep around 8 o'clock. So anyways, I spoke to him there, and then that post went crazy. You know, whatever he put out there, people went and took it wrong. People went and took it wrong. Yeah, I'll put everything up here. I'll put everything on the screen so you guys can see how it went. It was public, so we'll go public with it. But for those that came to me, those that attacked me privately, I respect y'all enough not to put y'all out there. But next time, you guys have to hear both sides of the story, and instead of kangarooing to one side and just stay on one side, you know. But y'all know already what went down. I deleted most of y'all out of my Snapchat. I didn't want to answer any of y'all because you guys just went too far, you know. But anyways, if you're watching this and you came at me privately, just know that I respect you enough not to put your matter on the screen. And you're lucky. Next time, mind your business. But anyways, with those that went public with all of this, everything will be on the screen because you decided to put yourself out there and try to humiliate me, thinking this whole thing is true, instead of coming at me and ask me exactly what's going on, you know. And mind you, after that, before that, he came and dropped his kid's iPad on a Tuesday, which he said was going to come on Wednesday, but he ended up coming on Tuesday night. With all of this going on, he said that he is not allowed to be alone. He is not allowed to go anywhere alone because this thing is serious. Because of him fainting and all the time having seizures, it's very dangerous. But he out of nowhere just come and drop the kid's iPad. Mind you, the driving is an hour away. Yeah, I think something like that. He lives far away. And yeah, he came and dropped the iPads. I asked him, why would you be by yourself? And he just said it's fine. And I said, alright, he just wanted to drop the iPad because normally when he comes to visit, he would just visit like, you know, just a few minutes and leave straight away. So this time he just wanted to drop the iPads and just leave. But I told him it was around 5:50. And then mom finished work at 6 and then comes home around 6:15, 6:30, something like that. So I told him, why you want to leave in a rush, and mom is coming soon anyways, to just wait around and, you know, and she'll be here soon. He said we had some things to do, and I said it's not going to take that long, you know. So he said alright, he'll wait. So mom finished work, mom came home, and he broke down the news to mom because he broke down the news to mom. And mind you, mom is still traumatized from the death of my little brother. She's always thinking a lot. She's always, you know, and that story, that news come to her again, like a big news come to her like that, without any warning, without anything. She felt real down. She fell down, like her heart just dropped, because my mom is just too easy to believe everything, too easy to be manipulated, you know. So mom felt so sorry. Mom didn't even know what to do, and the kids were there, I was there, we were all listening, you know. And yeah, I said all of that. Mom felt really sorry. So she's been like really stressed ever since, until the day of the surgery came. We just kept telling her, Mom, you just be patient. we'll see how this thing go after the surgery, you know, like, because he came to mom and told mom, you know, there's gonna be a 50-50, he might make it, this 50-50, he might not make it. So you know that with mom raising his kids, it's just he doesn't want to see the kids without their father. So that's a really heartfelt, something really deep in mom's heart. So she's been really stressed, she hasn't been sleeping, she's been having dreams, you know, until the surgery day. So that's the impact, that's what happened, the impact of the family. And I'm not really sure what happened on the other side of the other family, because this whole thing, not a lot of people knew about it until that post that was posted on the internet, the poster that he put up, and then the cousins went and put their 2 cents in it, putting brain cancer in big letters, and then put it in a bracket in big letters. Those that didn't know what was going on, they knew, and it was really, I don't know, it made them feel really sorry, and they had to come. There's some that came at me, and there's some that say like he's using this just to, you know, get to you and all of that, you know. And with this whole thing, there's three audiences in this kind of situation. One, the first one is for those that are confused. Is it actually true? Is she actually stopping him from seeing the kids? Those are confused and they did not react, did not say anything, they kept quiet. Number two, the second audience are the ones that had something in their hearts, but they didn't know how to come at me. And then when they saw this like, okay, this is our chance, you know, let's attack. Instead of them coming and asking what's going on, they attacked me straight away. And most of them were mothers, eh? Most of them were mothers. Shame on you all. Shame on you all, eh? But yeah, they came at me, they were attacking me, and I'll put some of your post up here. I ended up screenshotting because. And then the third audience are those that believed in me. They didn't even have to think twice, you know, they believed in me straight away. There's those that know me, those that don't know me, gave me so much courage, you know, and I appreciate y'all so much. Those are the main audience that gave me courage to keep going, and I thank you all so much for that. God bless you all. Yeah. After all the attacks and everything, the surgery day came, you know, and this whole thing, my family was just like, okay, let them talk, let them do everything, because they just kept quiet. I didn't even know how to react with all of this getting attacked and everything, you know, because I didn't have any information, you know, to talk back. I normally, like, I got this thing, like, I normally don't react back when someone is actually, it's a pointless argument, you know. So the surgery came through on the 7th. I was supposed to work on that day, but I told my boss, the father of my kids is having brain cancer surgery, so I'm not going to be making it. And that put a big, you know, a big sorry to my boss's heart, because his heart just dropped, you know, like when you're telling somebody something, they just go like, oh, well, I hope the surgery goes well, you know, all of that. So that's another thing. So he said, all right, you know, important things first. And I said, yeah, no worries. And my sister had to take a day off from her work. So if we didn't care, we wouldn't have done all of this. But regardless of what he has done, regardless of what he doesn't do to his kids, he's still the father of my kids. So I had to be there, you know. So the 7th came, the surgery day came. I told people it's going to be on the 7th around 8 o'clock. That's what he told my family. And the side of his family saying is at, on the 7th at 10:30. So okay, we're just going to go with the time that he told us. So anyways, that time it was, mind you, it's winter and it's freezing. And waking up at 6 o'clock, waking up all the kids, dressing them up. I was dressing up my son while he was sleeping. He was so cold, he was shivering. At 6 o'clock, it's just way too early to go in the car, to drive to the hospital. And getting out of the car, you know the hospital's parkings, you have to park a bit further for you to walk in that wind. Yeah. So I did that. My sister was driving and my kids in the car. So we had to go with everybody just in case like they won't let us in, you know, because we had to take a birth certificate as well. So we went to, he said the surgery is at Royal Hospital, yeah. So we went to Royal Hospital around 8 something, yeah, around 8 o'clock in the morning. So we got there. At the front, you know, with the corona going on, this hand sanitizer, this visitors thingy going through. So they were like, okay, they saw the kids. They were like, okay, there's only 2 visitors allowed, but the kids are not allowed in at all. So we're like, okay, but you guys go to the main desk and see what, you know, how your situation is going to be solved. So we're like, okay, because my sister said like we have the father of the kids is having brain surgery today, so is there a way we can, you know, we can go and wait around? So like, you guys go to the front desk and, you know, find out the information. So we went there. I had my one of the birth certificates, my son's birth certificate. So I took it because I just grabbed it, you know, out of the other ones, and it happens to be his one. So I grabbed it, and then we went to the front desk. We're putting all the information. So we told him like, we have the father of my kids is having brain surgery today. Everybody's like, brain surgery, brain cancer. Yeah, we told him brain cancer. And I was like, brain cancer, you know, that's a huge thing. It's a very, very huge thing to, you know, to the whole community. Brain cancer, cancer itself, it's a whole deep situation. So they were like, okay, what's his name? We gave him the name, the last name, the middle name, the date of birth, and guess what? Nothing came up. And we're like, are you sure? I was even getting agitated. Are you sure? The lady kept typing. We spelled the name right. They took the birth certificate and typed in the exact name and the date of birth that's there. Nothing is coming up. Nothing is coming up. And we told this lady, he said he had brain cancer around 8 o'clock, and it was booked in. It was booked in. He told us it was booked in about 3 weeks ago. How come he's not in the system yet? You know, the lady's like, we don't know, you know. So we're like, okay, we'll go to PA, Princess Alexandra, where he actually said that he found the results in. That's where they told him the results. So here we go again in the cold with the kids. My son was shivering. My daughters were just, I don't know, everybody was just cold. So into Princess Alexandra, we walked there again in the wind, crossing the road. And then we went there. That's where they told us kids are not allowed in at all. So my sister was like, you know what, you will go in and I'll stay with the kids outside. And I said, all right, not a problem. They actually made a call first and say if it was actually, and see if he's, you know, there. We gave the guy in the front, you know, at the door, the birth certificate, and you know, he called. They searched for the name, nothing came up. So the guy was like, nothing is coming up, but go to the information desk, you know. I said, all right. He gave me direction and I went there. And I did the same thing I did at Royal Hospital. I gave him the birth certificate, date of birth, last name, all of that. Nothing is coming up. So they were like, where is it gonna be? And I said, at the urology, you know, where they do surgeries. And they said, all right. That lady gave me direction to go where the urology is. So I went there. Same thing again. I told them, baby dad's got brain cancer. The father of my kids got brain cancer. And he's having surgery today, you know. And he said, like, he found out the information of him having brain cancer in Princess Alexandra. That's why I said it was, you know. And they typed in his name, last name. They asked me his last name, date of birth, what he used to do, just to gather more information, what he used to do, you know, phone number. And the information that they gave me, apparently the time that he was there, the appointment that he had there was 2013 and 2016. Those are the only appointments that are there at that time with the all information. You know, normally when you go to the hospital, they'll tell you to update. They normally update your information just in case it has changed. But this one had the old number, had the old address, had the old, you know, what it does, you know, and there's no recent appointments. So I was like, oh, are you sure? I had to make sure, like they had to type it in again. Are you sure? Are you sure there's no surgery going on today? I had to make sure. And for I had to like, and I have all the evidence of all that movement. So they typed it in and all of that. So they told me like you should check out the other hospital, because normally like if he was there or if he was in Royal Hospital, they will say that he has been transferred to another hospital. You know, there's always information to track the patient down, but there was nothing at all. So we went back in the car, my sister, and then we had to go back to Royal Hospital. That lady at the front desk was getting so agitated because we went back and said and asked the same thing again, and she thought like we were, you know, she thought that we think that she's lying, that there's no information. So she showed us on the thing this list. The date of birth is coming with a different name, you know, different person's name. So we're like, okay, what's going on? I even kept asking, are you sure this is the only Royal Hospital in Brisbane? And they were looking at each other like, yeah, it is. And I said, so I was like, why is the name not coming up? And he's having brain cancer surgery. That's huge. He's supposed to be on the system, you know? And we're like, okay. So we came back home and we told mom exactly what's going on, you know, and that actually eased my mom's heart, because she was so worried. She was calling me at that time when I was in the hospital. But yeah, just that one put her heart down a little bit until like the next day. When I moved out to my new house. The next day he called me, and mind you, he said there's no phones allowed. You know, he's not gonna have his phone for a week. He's gonna leave it at home, and he's gonna have to recover for like I think 2 weeks or something, or a week, I'm not even sure. But yeah, he said that. And then the next day after the surgery date, he's calling. He called me on a different number, on a home phone number. So he called me, and his voice is as clear as crystal, you know. Nobody has had surgery, because normally when someone just came out of surgery, their voice will be so low, they'll be feeling so tired, you know, they're in pain, you know, you'll feel it. But him, it was just like, yeah, I'm just calling to tell you guys, to let you know that, you know, tell everybody that I'm doing fine. I was like, okay, you know. And then yeah, we hanged up. And then I took that number, I searched it up on Google. Nothing close to Royal Hospital. It didn't say Royal Hospital. So I gave it to my sister. My sister tracked it down. And the number was for alcohol and drugs rehabilitation. Yeah. For HEBS. Those that don't know what HEBS is, it's alcohol and drugs rehabilitation. So he was taken there for a week. Yeah. And we find out because that number is not under Royal Hospital. So my sister had to call Royal Hospital, and they had to put it through all of this, you know. It's like private. It's like private. You know, so it's a bit hard. When you call, it's just gonna be ringing out and it's busy. It's like a it's a payphone, yeah. So it's gonna be ringing and it's just gonna be busy at the end. So it's very hard to get to a person. And my sister had to go call Royal Hospital, you know, to be connected. And she spoke to him while he was there. And then we just kept quiet. We kept quiet all that time. A week went by, he got released, and someone that's got brain cancer, brain surgery, they will normally be pushed in a wheelchair, and they will have, you know, there's going to be a trace or something, you know. You come out of brain cancer surgery straight away and they give you a phone. Doesn't make sense. And they'll give you the beads for you to, you know, move around with. That's too early. That is too early. Within that week you get to create the beads. Like, seriously. But anyways, the weeks went past and I spoke to him. I think he ended up calling me. I spoke to him, and my sister spoke to him as well, and he denied. We even have a voice record of him, and he said like, oh, apparently it wasn't supposed to be a surgery, it's supposed to be an admission. Yeah. And the cousin called me on that same, like, on a Wednesday after the surgery, and he said like, oh, they didn't do surgery, I should go and see him at the hospital. They did do surgery, but the surgery is going to be the next day. I was just like, Lord help me, but bring the kids, we're going to see him. And I said, all right, I'll see. And then all of that happening, I went off at him. I told him everything happened step by step, how everything happened step by step. And I told him all. I went off at him. I told him, tell the world now that I have stopped you from seeing your kids because you have gone too far with all of this. You know, you've gone too far. Tell them you've gone, like. And I told him not to call me anymore. You tell the world that I've stopped you from seeing your kids now. You know, and I'll say it in front of the camera. We will take this as far as we can because you have crossed the line. You've gone too far. Got to a point that my daughter once asked me, just recently, when we were coming back from the shops, and she say, does my dad have brain cancer, or is he lying? And I was just like, where did you hear that from? Like, who told you? And she just said she heard. I said, all right, I really don't know what's going on. But the thing is that I end up responding to her. I told her, do you really know what brain cancer is? And she said no. And I said, all right, I'll explain it to you one day. But that's the only response that I responded back to her. But she sounded so worried, and I didn't even know how to tell the kids with all of this happening. I didn't know how to explain it to them. You know, I didn't tell anybody. But for all of this, maybe they heard me talking on the phone, maybe they heard their father explaining it to the grandma last time. I really don't know. But anyways, for those chihuahuas that came at me, barking at me, for those cousins that were attacking me so badly, what do you guys get out of this? What did you guys get out of this completely? What did you guys get out of this? You guys came at me hard. Like, do you guys know him exactly? For those that you know him, they did not even come at me like that. But for those that recently just knew you guys are related, you guys were coming at me hard, man. I mean, it was a different situation. You guys been attacking me for so long, and I've been quiet, low-key, and I did not take your situation in public. But since you guys put it out here, since you guys come out here with it, I'll put y'all out there as well with your names, you know, because it's already public. You guys went public with it, so it's gonna go public as well. What did you guys get out of this? You backup singers. You know that your main singer was singing the wrong lyrics, the lying lyrics. He didn't write those lyrics. It's not his. He lied about those lyrics. And you guys are just, you know, backing him up, singing along. Who's singing now? Who's singing now? Shame on you all. You know, shame on you all for coming at me like that. Now I get the last laugh. People will judge how it went. People will judge what's going on in his life, and they will know exactly what's going on because he has lied to the whole world. And you guys made it worse. You guys put it out there and made it worse. So next time you guys need to mind your business and actually find out the full information. Full information with evidence, before you're coming at people like that. Shame on you all. You guys are that the sperm that's supposed to be swallowed, not even swallowed, spat out. Shame on you all. The sperm that's supposed to be spat out completely. Yuck. But anyways, you guys will mind your business next time. And if you want to come at me again, come with full evidence. Come with full receipt. Don't just come at me because your heart has been jealous for a while. That's jealousy. Pure jealousy. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Jesus help us. But anyways, the last laugh is on me now. Who's laughing? Not even a matter of laughing anyways. But so in all of this, you guys will put it all in your hands and judge it accordingly. But for those that came at me hard, I'm just gonna say I forgive you all, but that's for another topic. At the moment, I don't think I have that. I don't think there's that space for forgiveness, because you guys went too far. You know, you guys went too far. You guys don't even know me like that. Me stopping him from seeing his kids. Why? For what reason? For what reason? He broke up with me, not the kids. Do you guys know the last time he's visiting the kids? Now? He's always coming to see the kids. He doesn't come to see them, yeah? He will come maybe once a year. Two times a year. 3 times a year. It depends. It actually depends. But if I tell you guys the days that he's been coming, it's pointless. Me, I can't stop him. The time that I said that someone that will be calling you and telling you you're doing this, you're doing that, you're hoeing around, you're doing this. Why would I want to put myself in that position of picking up his phone calls? You know, since that time he's been saying that. He's repeatedly been saying that. I told him clearly, and I'm pretty sure he told people this. I told him, buy your kid's phone, and when you call from there, I'll just press answer and give it to them. You know, so you won't have to give me all this rubbish in my ears. You know, he did not do that. He continued to call me, and I still pick up. You know, I still pick up the same circle again. So I told him, all right, I don't want anything to do with you. If you wanna see your kids, if you wanna know how your kids are doing, call mom or my siblings or anybody that's in my house, in my mom's house. You know, they will answer and they'll tell you how the kids are. So when you go and speak to them, you won't have to give them the same rubbish you're giving me. You know, like, why would I want to put myself in that position? And you guys don't know what the hell's going on for you guys to come at me like that. You know, you guys don't know that side, because I don't put it out there. You know, good things that he does, I put it out there. He buys the kids clothes. First time, only one time he buying kids clothes. He bought me a perfume. I put it out there. I still praise him. He bought the kids iPads. I still praise him. You know, he do good, I'll praise him. He do bad, I won't praise him. You know, it's just simple as that. You don't cover the things that he does bad and just put the good things up. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. So for y'all to come at me like that, it's way too wrong. Way too far, guys. Way too far. You guys, this should be a lesson to all of you. This should be a lesson to all of you. Everybody put their 2 cents in, especially those 2 cousins there. You guys don't even, if my sister knows that this situation, I'm wrong in that situation, they will tell me straightforward. But for you guys, oh, your sister's starting something, oh, let me go and back her up. What are you backing her up for? Now the situation is all on y'all. You know, for what? Instead of the bigger person, the bigger older sister, to be like, all right, let me put this situation in a nice understanding way. Let me see both sides, what's actually going on. Let me take information from both sides and put them together and see how I can, you know, put my 2 cents in. But no, this came out of hatred completely, came out of jealousy and out of all your hearts. For what reason? But anyways, forgiving y'all at the moment is not in me. I don't have that space to forgive y'all. But you guys will handle your own situations. Next time, this should be a lesson to all of you. Next time, you won't have to jump into people's situation, businesses, without knowing exactly how to run that business. Yeah, should be a lesson to you all. But still, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Spat out sperm looking as girls. You guys are never women. But anyways, that's all that happened. You know, you be the judge of, does he really have cancer or it doesn't. You be the judge. You guys can go and ask him yourself as well. He will always, he's that person that never tells you exactly straightforward. You know, he will always like beat up the bushes and you will never get the answer that you need. You know, but anyways, you'll know exactly what happened, and that's the case. So for those that are, you know, that have been feeling really low about this whole situation, for those that have been, you know, the impact that have caused to the public, you know, I hope you guys understand this whole situation. I know it's very hard to understand, but I hope this is gonna be like a, you know, at ease to your heart, you know, instead of wondering what's exactly going on. Did the surgery happen? You know, because it's going MIA straight up, you know. There's no updates on that. So I'm here to clear the air. Here to clear the air exactly what happened, and you be the judge, you know, how you want to put it in your heart. But anyways, thank you all for your time, and please, there should be a lesson to everybody. Please say the situation exactly as it is, because with the truth, I'll tell you guys something. With the truth is a memory in your mind, and lies is a made-up memory. So you pick what you want to have, because the lie, it will fade away and you won't have to remember. But the truth, it's always permanent there for you to remember and tell exactly how it happened. Unless you end up having dementia, then everything is gone. Until then, say exactly the way things happen. Yeah, no lies, no nothing. So you be the judge of this whole situation and calm your hearts down. Thank you, angels, for tuning in today. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. And God bless you all with your families abundantly. Bye bye, angels.